The kickstand is hard to get at. Wow, that's unusual. Let's see, how does this bad boy look? Oh, that looks so good right there. Money shot. Cha-ching. Hi guys, Nothing to Prove here. Today's a beautiful day because any day one can be out on two wheels is a beautiful, gorgeous day. And yeah, I get to ride the RS, all new this year. Say, what do you mean all new? Well, you've probably heard about it. You know, Triumph's very good at marketing. 10 more ponies. It's the Motor 2 motor, about 10 more, 7 or 8 more ponies. They raised the rear end up 10 millimeters, so that's shifting your weight over these 12 millimeter wider bars. Yeah, a little more aggressive throttle mapping, just a little more. But the main focus is the motor. Yeah, it's a Moto 2 Grand Prix style racing. So they have MotoGP, Moto 2, and Moto 3. Moto 3 is just your single cylinder 250 cc's. Then your Moto 2 is this, the 765 motor that Triumph's been supplying this motor for 4 years now in that race, along with their chassis and everything. And so far this motor has performed flawlessly. Okay, I shouldn't say flawlessly, but done very well. So well that now Triumph, after 4 years of testing it on the track, says we can put it in our production machine. So who benefits from that track racing mentality? We, the consumer, get to buy a motor that's been race tested for 4 years. Except when it's in the Moto 2 application, it's about 140 ponies. This is 128. So they had to drop it a little bit. Yeah, so they can keep the service intervals and lifespan of the motor, just be honest, because this is a 750 cc motor. With that much power, you don't see it out there today. You look at any other 700-800 cc bikes, they're not this much power. But this is also up at 12 grand, so that's also a change from last year. The peak was at 11.5, now it's at 12. So 500 more RPMs to get those extra ponies out of this. Now, how does this bike fare in this middleweight naked performance group, you ask? Okay, good question. Well, you can see I have the RS right there. I have these arranged by weight. It's right there in the mix, and you can notice right there with the weight, about 190 and lower seems to be the ballpark, and then there are your heavier guys starting at 200 and going all the way up to 213. Of course, the Street Fighter has the most power, most torque, and most engine, and most cost. So that's the difference with the V2. So you're going to get that and pay that, though. You're going to get more and pay more. Both of those things. Now, where does this fit in with power? Not bad. Looks pretty good. Torque, not bad. Looks pretty good. What do you notice in the engine layouts? If you want an inline 4 nowadays, there's only one choice. Otherwise, you got a few parallel twins, you got a couple inline 3s here with the Yamaha and this, and then a couple of V2s. So those are the numbers and how it compares in the group. Now, how is this all new Powertrain feeling on the street?
Oh, the Powertrain is working well together. Well, the past RSs, yeah, they're all. You get this, oh, this is a real bumpy corner. Let's see how smooth on off. Oh, okay, this is really bumpy. Okay, and then out. Oh, yeah. Nice. Smooth on off throttle. Oh, again, bumpy. Yeah. And then out. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, beautiful. Oh, this thing is loving this on off throttle. Even in sport mode here, this is awesome. Even on these bumpy roads, this is hilariously funny. That's why I'm just laughing. Okay, I gotta bring her all the way down to 2, and this one's also kind of a bumpy corner. Oh yeah, this is Yeah, down and out. Let's go. Oh yeah. So the powertrain with this quick shifter is spot on. I cannot find anything to complain about. Even here at $5,000, I'm just putting along, and then I can roll on in a heartbeat like this, and I'm gone. So this powertrain is getting 2 thumbs way, way up. Oh yeah, boom, boom. Triumph.
Coming up to the suspension, you got the Showa big piston, fully adjustable, 41 millimeters, 115 mils of travel. Yeah, look at these bad boys. These are the Stylimas. How do you know it's Stylima? See the hole right there. The regular 4.32s won't have them, and the regular 5s won't either unless they're Stylima. That just means they're lighter. Also, what I like about this bike, they have this on here too. Look at this option. Oh yeah, that's beautiful protection. So if you go down, well, you're still going to break that and that, but at least you're protecting something. In the back, yeah, look at that bad boy, fully adjustable, yeah. And then a single Brembo on a 220, and those are 310s there. Now, how does this sharper, tauter, different riding position from last year feel with this chassis on improvised roads?
Let's see how this suspension system, these Showa big piston forks, do, and these Ulins on the rear, how it handles these rougher roads. Because let's be real here, guys. You're gonna ride this bike on the street 99.9% of the time. Maybe the occasional track day. Oh, you can hear this in my voice. It's performing well, and I'm loving it. Let's see, how is the rear brake? Oh yeah, very good. I'm liking that rear brake. Ooh, there. But it's a Brembo, nice. It's solid. I can tell exactly. There, I'm locking it up. Yep, I like that in a brake. When you just before you think, oh, it's the ABS is going to kick in, and there it is. There, that's perfect. Perfect ABS intervention there. Perfect electronics there for the ABS. Now the front, oh, wow. Oh, these Stylimas are awesome. So if you just get the R, it's the Brembo 4.32s. If you get this, it's the Stylimas. What's a Stylima? It's just lighter, and it stays cooler. They've put in extra venting and tubes and all this stuff. And it takes less pressure to grab a handful. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure there's nobody behind me when I do that. Let's try it again. Okay, right there. Oh yeah, oh that's awesome. Great feel feedback. I mean, I could one finger this. You don't even need a full handful with these Stylimas. That is nice. And so the suspension, this race proven chassis, frame and everything is getting 2 thumbs up from me. Boom, boom, Triumph. I'm loving this so far.
Coming back to the rest of the bike, look at how this back is finished, nice and neat. And they do actually have a tidy tail kit, with a fender eliminator kit in the States, we call it. You can also get the optional passenger grab bars, and take a look at this thing, would you? Oh, that is a work of art. I think I would leave that on there unless I plan on having a passenger. And the 3 different seat heights for the 3 different bikes. Yes, this is 836. It's perfect height for me. I'm 5'10", inseam 32 inch. So this is, oh, it's in gear. Here, let me change that. There, now I can sit normal. Otherwise I'll roll down into the river. Feels pretty good. I'm pretty good on this. I'm liking it. No problems whatsoever with this feel. This tank filled up, of course, you guys have already seen the weights, 188. How does this feel in a little village, especially with this new aggressive mapping?
The in-town manners of this monster performance machine is just hilarious. This thing is so flickable. You just think it and it, boom, goes. If there's an ant in the road, boom, goes. Anything in the road, anywhere, this thing will avoid it in a heartbeat. Just whatever you want to do, this will avoid it. Man, this thing is sharp as a surgical knife. You know, they call the KTM 890 Duke the scalpel. What's this? This is a little sharper than that. You can hear it in my voice going over these bumps. Let's check the throttle mapping here. Yeah, let's get down to 2 and 30. I'm in sport mode, so this is a little sharp. That's not bad at all. That's pretty darn good, Triumph. Good job with the on-off. I'm just barely trying to get a hiccup, and I can't. Wow. Good job with your throttle mapping, even in sport mode, Triumph. Usually a lot of sportier bikes, for them to have a good, at a slow speed like this, to have a good throttle on-off, you got to go into street mode. I'm in sport, and it's good. So, yeah, here, let's do this. Let's go up to road. There. Off throttle. There. Now I'm in road. Oh. Okay. It's the same. I'm not noticing a difference between road and sport here in this little village. Yeah, this thing, if you want to weave in and out of traffic, if you're in a lane splitting country to where you can share the lanes with cars, this thing is ideal. Although these mirrors might get in the way sometimes. That's where you might want them up here instead of there, because it goes just a little further out. If you're in a lane splitting country, but yeah, let's go back to sport. I like sport.
Coming up to the controls, taking a look at that. That looks, it has the normal, yeah, I still don't like the Triumph joystick down here. It's too close to this. I was hitting it, the turn signal or this. Whenever I wanted to operate the joystick, thought I was on the joystick here with gloves on, and I was moving the turn signal instead. But I guess if you owned it, you'll get used to that and go, oh no, the first one is turn signal, second one is the joystick. And that will then operate the menu options here. Standard over here, press the mode button, and then you can go between track, rider, rain, road, sport, and then you just go off throttle, and then boom. I was on sport because I wanted to try this more aggressive throttle, as Triumph says, between between last year and this year. It still was good. No complaints. Overall, you say my overall opinion of this bike, it's gotten sharper. It's sharper than the Scalpel, the 890 Duke R. Well, they called the 790 the Scalpel, and now the Scalpel's sharper. This is a little sharper, I think. If I were to get serious about doing track days, and I want to get good times and compete against the buddies, you know, just in a group, this would be my number one choice, guys, not the Ducati V2. I think I would take this. Although I haven't ridden either one, I've only ridden both on the street. So between the V2 and this, I think I would still take this over the Ducati. This is 12 kilos lighter and a lot cheaper to fix and repair, especially if you're doing track days. So overall, I would take this if I was serious. If I wasn't serious and wanted fun, I would take the 890 Duke R, because that's just a load of fun. Or if I really wasn't serious and I just wanted to have fun, I would take the Aprilia, the Tuono 660 factory, in a heartbeat, if I didn't care, because that's a little lower on power. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. As always, guys, ride safe. That's most important. And number two, guys, ride like there's nothing to prove. Take care. Cheers.